Stampin' with Amore, and today I am sharing a birthday treat holder. This would be really cute for like a birthday party favor, but it is this one that says happy birthday, and it does hold Hershey's Nuggets. I'll show you here. So it just closes like that, and then it opens up, and I covered them with our Gingham Gala Designer Series paper. These are 6x6 Designer Series paper that I used for that. And if you have a really good point on the end of these, you can get that through in one swoop. And then just tie your little bow. But I like this closure because it keeps the flap top down really well. And when I was making this, I couldn't figure out how to keep that little flap down, and I didn't have my thing even, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. But isn't that birthday cake adorable? That is from the piece of cake. Look at, you can make a birthday cake, an anniversary cake, a wedding cake. They're so cute, all different kinds of cakes here. And it does have a coordinating punch that goes with it if you want to get the bundle. So this is the cake builder punch, and it coordinates with this one. And you get 10% off if you buy the bundle. So this is what I'm using. I'm not using the punch today, but this is super cute, and it has so many different sentiments you can use with it also for different occasions. So this is the stamp set I'm using, and for this little lollipop right here, I'm using the Sweetest Things, and I'm just using this little lollipop right there. I've used this before for the sentiments, but I have some projects coming up for this stamp set in the Designer Series paper. It's amazing. It's so pretty. So I've been doing a lot of Valentine's treat holders, so I wanted to share a birthday one, but you can definitely do a Valentine's one if you're looking for that. And I am using the Hey Love stamp set for this one. He's so cute. I love this little, and it just says stinking cute here, and it also has nuggets in it. And this is the stamp set that I used for that one, in case you were wanting to see that one. And it's really cute. I mean, I love all these images, and they're great to color with your watercolor pencils, your blends. You can even use your ink and your aqua pen. It's so many options for this. So this is the little Valentine's one, but we are doing the birthday one today, so let's get started. So I'm using Balmy Blue for this and some Poppy Parade. So the Balmy Blue piece for the box, it measures 4 by 10.5, and then for the little banner that we're using underneath, this is 1 by 3. And then you do need some Whisper White to stamp and to cut your image using I'm going to use the stitch shapes to cut out the image. Alright, so let's get started scoring this one. So the first thing we're going to score on is the 4-inch side, and we're going to score it at 1/2. And then 1 1/4. 2 3/4, and 3 1/2. And that's it for that side. And then we're going to turn it, and on the 10.5-inch side, we're going to score it at 1, 1 3/4, 5 3/4. And 6 1/2. And that is it. Alright, so to cut these, you are going to, there's 4 little squares right here. You're going to cut out the top 2 right here. And then you are going to cut in to that second score mark for here. And then this is going to be a little flap, so we are going to cut that top off right there. We're going to do the same on this side. I need to cut that straighter. There we go. We're going to cut these top two off. And then we're going to cut in here to the second score mark. And then again, we're just going to cut that little rectangle right there off. Alright, so that's going to be the top of our box. And then for the bottom piece, you are going to cut up each side here, both of those. We're going to cut off this whole two long ones here, but save these because you can use these for sentiments. And then this is going to be another one of our flaps, and we are going to cut that little one off again, just like that. Again, we're going to cut off these two long ones. Then we're going to cut into this one to the second score mark, and then that little top piece. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut in a little bit on each one of these, just like I usually do on most of my and we're going to do the same on this side. Okay, so that is all of the cutting and stuff that we're going to need to do. I'm going to use my little corner rounder. You need to fold these in to get your corners rounded with this corner rounder. And we're just going to round these corners here on the top. Alright, now we are ready to get the bone folder out and sharpen all our score marks. Alright, so we have everything scored and ready to put together. So I'm going to use my fast fuse. Use your Tombow or your, in fact I'll go ahead and use the Tombow. I have it out here. So you're going to put adhesive on all four of these corners. So we'll do those two first, since I have to hold this a little bit, since it's the Tombow. I need to start getting used to using my other adhesive because I am running low on the fast fuse. And I forgot to cut in on these little, I did cut in on these long pieces just to make it easier to close the box. But do that before you start adhering it. Okay, now I'm going to put adhesive on these two. And then we're going to bring this one up. And just like that. And then these will fold inside, and this is important to have these little lid because they'll hold this little flap up really well. So put your nuggets in there, and then we're going to use our little 1/8 inch hole punch. And what I did for this is I just marked really lightly with my pencil where this little flap ended. And we want to get pretty close to that. So we're going to punch 2 holes right pretty close to where I marked that. I'm going to use some real red, or I think this is real, let me see which this one is. I'm going to use this lovely lipstick this time because I ran out of the Whisper White. So we are going to string this. Here, and I'm going to cut enough to be sure I have enough to tie a bow. Make sure you have good points on it because these little 1/8 inch hole punch creates a small hole. And then just center this one and then punch that one. And like I said before, if you have some really good points, these two will go in at the same time. You'll be able to pull them both through at the same time. So this is the 1/8 inch grosgrain ribbon that Stampin' Up! Carries. And then we're just going to tie a bow. I'm going to try to do it this way. I usually get a pretty good bow if I do it. Okay. I did it backwards and it's upside down, but that's okay. You know how I struggle with bows. But I'll fix it. I will fix it later. We're just going to leave it now so we can move on. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is stamp our image, so I'll scoot that box out of the way. It'll have a tiny bit of a gap here, but it doesn't hurt anything. Over time it seems to flatten out, because like this one, it just really flattened out really nicely. And it may be because I have something in there and I have the image attached to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp our image here, our little cake. I'm just going to stamp it in the Memento Black, and we're going to do the cake stand first. And then I'm going to do the happy birthday cake. Hopefully I'm not going to get my head in the way here. And then we're going to do our little lollipops that are on top of the cake. And these are really pretty easy to line up. And then I'm going to use my blends, and I'm using just the light and dark Mango Melody, the dark Poppy Parade, is this light or dark? This is the light Balmy Blue, and then I'm using this light Smoky Slate just for the lollipop stick. And I need to stamp, let's just go ahead and stamp the other lollipop and color it while we have this out. Alright, hopefully I didn't get that too close, but I think it's okay. So we're going to color in the cake with the Balmy Blue. Really simple, easy coloring, nothing fancy. And then I'm going to use the light and dark Melody Mango. And then the light for the inside. I'm sorry if you're hearing a lot of noise. My neighbors just came out, and I don't know, there's a bunch of men talking in the yard. So sorry about that. And then we are going to color in the little lollipop, and I'm coloring kind of every other one on here. Nothing fancy again. Just and then we're going to do the other lollipop as well. We're going to do this one. Same colors. Alright, and then we're going to use the dark again, and we're going to color that in the rest of the way. And the same with these. So we want them to match. All right, and last but not least is this little smoky slate. Oh, I need the shorter end. I'm just going to do the stems of these lollipops, or the handle, not the stem. All right, so we're done with that. I'm going to bring the big shot up. We're going to run that through using our stitched shape oval. So I'm going to use the magnetic platform, a plate, and these are the stitch shapes. We're going to use the second largest, and it'll fit in there just right. Going to run that through. And we have our little piece cut out right there. And I do have to fussy cut the other one, but it's very simple fussy cutting. And one of the keys is to have a small piece when you're fussy cutting, so you don't have to like work around a big piece of cardstock. I always leave a little bit of a white edge around because it just, to me, looks more professional. And then we'll go up this side. Super quick and easy fussy cutting. Alright, so we have it all ready. We need to get our little piece for our banner. And we're going to banner edge this. Like so. And we'll bring the box back in here. I'm going to use my snail. And we're going to add this to the back here. Just like that. And then we're going to adhere this to the front of our box here. And then we'll add our little lollipop there, and then I'm going to use some of my silver and white baker's twine, and we are going to make a little bitty double bow. And you want it pretty small. Just like that. And then we're going to add a glue dot behind that. And we're going to add it to the top of our lollipop right there. It just gives it a little bit of bling because it has that little bit of a silver in it. And so there you have it. I think I like the red bow better actually than the white. Just gives a little bit more added, and it matches the little banner. Alright everyone, so that's it. If you need any supplies, you go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop from my blog. This is my January hostess code. If you use the hostess code, you get put into a drawing for reward dollars at the end of the month. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Have a blessed day, and I will catch you in the next one. I'll see you later. Bye.